All right. All right. Why do they say that eating yogurt and oysters will improve your sex life? Because if you eat that stuff, you'll eat anything.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Oh.
That's a picture I can't get out of my head now. The two mixed together. Oh my god.
Yuck.
I hate girls that complain about being single every 3 minutes. 90% of my socks are single, and you don't see them crying about it. One day, a little boy wrote to Santa Claus, and he said, "Please send me a sister." And Santa Claus wrote him back and said, "All right, send me your mother." I just read a book about Stockholm Syndrome. It was pretty bad at first, but by the end, I kind of liked it.
Oh, God.
I saw a guy on his motorcycle, and the back of his shirt said, "If you can read this, the bitch fell off."
See, that's a real thing.
Strong people don't put others down. They lift them up and slam them on the ground for maximum damage.
Yeah. Woo! Push them down the stairs.
All right, so a man's talking to a woman in a club, and he says, "Excuse me, would you like to dance?" The woman's like, "No." And the man says, "Maybe you didn't hear me. I said you look really fat in those pants."
That's a great one.
Beers must be full of female hormones, because after I drink a pack, I can't drive a car, and I start behaving illogically.
That's testosterone.
I never could bring a woman into my house. At first, because of my parents. Later, because of my wife. When you go into court, you're putting your fate in the hands of people who weren't smart enough to get out of jury duty.
True enough, right there.
What do marriages and tornadoes have in common? They both begin with a lot of sucking and blowing, and in the end, you lose your house.
Do that, bro. Do that.
Why do men find it difficult to make eye contact? Because they're trying not to attract any more undue blame than they already have. Hashtag me too.
Undue blame. Hashtag.
During sex, my girlfriend wants to talk to me. Just the other night, she called me from a hotel.
Oh,
that's
How do you get a sweet little 80-year-old lady to say fuck?
Hey,
Yeah, you got it. You ruined my joke, pie. All right. Here's marriage advice for dummies. 5 worst things you can do. Number 5, abandon. Number 4, lie. Number 3, cheat. Number 2, abuse. And number 1, forget to put the toilet seat down. Hey, did you hear about that gay security guard who got fired from his job at the sperm bank? He got caught drinking on the job.
Yikes.
I don't think it's rude to ask someone in an online dating site to send me a picture of them posing with a copy of today's newspaper.
That is true.
A man, he enters a store and he says, "I want 15 liters of wine, please." And they're like, "Well, did you bring a container for all this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you're speaking to it."
Yeah.
Thieves broke into my house and they stole everything except soap, shower gel, towels, and deodorant. Those damn dirty bastards. Who's the most popular guy at the nudist colony? It's the guy who can carry a cup of coffee in each hand and a dozen donuts. If you don't drink, smoke, or do drugs, you may live long enough to become a real burden to loved ones.
True that.
I think that if I died and went straight to hell, it would take me at least a week to realize that I was not at work anymore.
Yeah.
Why is Christmas just like a day at the office? Because you do all the work and the fat guy in the suit gets all the credit. You know, people say money is not the key to happiness, but I always figured if you had enough money, you could make a key, right? No. You know, the poor wish to be rich, the rich wish to be happy, the single wish to be married, and the married wish to be dead.
I knew that was coming.
Why is sleeping with a man like a soap opera? Well, because just when it's getting interesting, they're finished. Until next time. A woman participating in a survey was asked about how she felt about condoms. She said, well, depends on what's in it for me. You know, if you could stay calm while everything around you is chaos, then you probably haven't completely understood the situation. You know, have you heard about the new super sensitive condoms? You know, they hang around after the man leaves and talks to the woman. You know, I recently read that love is entirely a matter of chemistry. That must be why my wife treats me like toxic waste.
Same here, brother. Same here.
You know, you never break someone's heart because they only have one inside. Break their bones because they got 206 of them. You know, I need to start paying closer attention to stuff. I found out today that me and my wife have separate names for our cat. No. Yeah. What's the difference between a blonde and a Lamborghini?
I know.
You don't let your friends borrow your Lamborghini. Oh, you know, I was going to quit all my bad habits for the new year, but then I remembered that nobody likes a quitter.
That's true. That's true. True that.
What's worse than waking up at a party and finding a penis drawn on your face? It's finding out that it was traced. Coherent. And my last one. The big difference between sex for money and sex for free is that sex for money usually costs a lot less.
Another